How's it going, YouTube? Today is February 6th, 2026, and today we are playing Cool Borders Console Archives on Nintendo Switch 2. Console Archives is a brand new series of releases from Hamster that focuses on console games. So we had Arcade Archives, and now we have Console Archives. So the first two games in Console Archives is Cool Borders on the original PlayStation, which we're going to play today, and we also have Ninja Gaiden 2 for the NES. So let's jump in here. Now loading. We'll go ahead and skip the intro so we can get right into it. Cool Borders. All right. So course select novice, advanced, or experts. Let's go with novice here. We'll do random background music. Our board select here. So we got a bunch of different stats here. I think I'll go with this one. It seems kind of a bit well-rounded. Colors here. We'll go with the red one. Male or female? We'll go male. Then we get some different outfits here. Let's go tap one. Woohoo. So I remember playing this game and the sequel, Cool Borders 2, back in the day on my PlayStation and enjoying them a lot. It has been quite some time since I've played these games, so this should be fun. So, all right, here we go. Okay. So let's see if I remember how to do some tricks here. It's really cool that Hamster is starting to release console games now, which is awesome. So I'm kind of crossing my fingers that we get these releases at a stable pace, which would be really nice. Oh, crap. Oh, shoot. That's pretty cool that for the first two games, is one of them is a PlayStation game. It's like, okay, so that gives us some hope. So we're getting some PlayStation games here in Console Archives. Hopefully, maybe we'll also start getting some like Nintendo 64. Maybe PlayStation 2. I don't know if they'll go to like PlayStation 2, GameCube, Dreamcast era, but that's cool. PS1, I'll take some of these. Oh, yeah. Nice, time extended. I don't think our points really don't matter as long as we kind of make it to the end. So you can see it's kind of like an arcade racer of the era, right? It's like Ridge Racer, except you're on a snowboard. So now, since Console Archives is happening, my dream release would be for since they've done Hamster has done Namco arcade games, maybe we can get a release of Ridge Racer Type 4 part of Console Archives. That'd be awesome. Nice. Yeah, because they started off with the PlayStation games. Like, okay, so here's our PlayStation. So we're going to have potentially some really cool PlayStation 1 games. So it's a good sign. Because I've always loved the Arcade Archive series because I didn't play a lot of those games because, all those games came out when I was a little kid, right? But then the Console Archives, I was like, okay, so these games are games I've actually grew up with. So it'd be really cool to have these on, let's do JJ. How many can I go? JJ64? Okay, 4 of those. All right, JJ64. That's me. Yo, I got 6 plays. Change ghost data? I'll say yes. Restart. Button to restart. Okay, so I start here. Okay. So let's exit here. So the buttons are actually, I think, what they're supposed to be on, at least on a Nintendo controller, because that's what I'm playing on. So since this is a Hamster Archives release, I have to say that I don't try not to say Arcade Archives anymore. So if you hit, at least for this game, if you hit right click on the right analog stick, here you can see your typical Hamster Archive settings here. So your settings here, they actually have the PlayStation button layout, which is interesting here. So guided here. I just went wallpaper 1. So the typical filters and stuff from the other Hamster releases. Got your scan lines and whatnot. You got like the scan thing here. custom screen setting. Listen, all this stuff here. CRT filter, brightness here, screen noise if you want all this, audio options and whatnot. And then here's a quick start here. Let's get pre-game guide. That's just kind of booting. Yeah, so you got your standard hamster stuff here, which is cool. Of course, you got your save states in here. You got the manual. Interesting thing here is since this is a PlayStation 1 game, you have this virtual memory card setting here, and you got 5 of them. So I'm really curious when they start doing more PlayStation games, like how some of this will work here. But yeah, let's keep playing here. Yeah, so I think normally, so don't you have to hit the X button, or maybe because I'm hitting the A button here, and I'm actually going in the menu. So you got your key settings here. But see, they actually still have the PlayStation control. Maybe they actually edited out the Sony logo. They might have, but they actually had the PlayStation 1 controller on the Nintendo Switch 2 version. Okay, so there's just kind of some game options here. All right. So one thing that I think I have this correct is that these console archive games are not going to be on Nintendo Switch 1 or like PlayStation 4 and whatnot. So I think as far as I know, it's Switch 2 only, and PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and then Steam if these release on Steam. I guess we'll do Advance though. Yeah, so I know some people are a little bit bummed out that these are not going to be. As far as I know, maybe it's just this game that I'm playing. But I think as far as I know, it is only Switch 2. My guess is maybe like the emulation they're using, at least for the PlayStation games, maybe it's really wonky on the Switch. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just guessing. So, yeah. So, like I said, a little bummer for people that don't have a Switch 2 yet. So, yeah. So now, like I said, since we have console archives and they're starting a PlayStation, because they actually they announced a handful of games. When I get the chance here, I'll read off the names of the games that have been announced so far for console archives. I'm excited just to see all the PlayStation stuff they're going to do now. Because, like I said, the interesting thing is for this game we're playing is that this was a Sony-published game. So this actually was stealth released. So yesterday, as of the recording of this video, was I fell off. That game over. Was a Nintendo Direct partner showcase, and this was in the partner showcase. Yeah, so it's like, okay, so they're starting with possibly a Sony first-party game. It's like, okay, so that's interesting, right? So it gets your hopes up. Hopefully they'll have some cool games in the bag. Like I said, I would love Ridge Racer Type 4. I've never really played that game. So I would love to see Ridge Racer. Like I said, I think like the cool thing about this going on console archives now, I was like, okay, so these will be games that some of like the major companies don't really want to put the time into to do like a glorified like collection or something like that. I was like, okay, so like Cool Borders, like this game is never going to come back ever in a collection, right? It's like, okay, so they can go to Hamster and do like a re-release and it's here. Not really do good on the tricks part. I'm also just like, okay, can I race at the end? So as you saw from the menus, this game is a very light Cool Borders original game. Even though it's a fairly early PlayStation 1 game. And it's a whole whopping 3 stages. Oh, to be fair, a bunch of different boards. I think the male and female character, I'm assuming they just play the same. That's cool, you got different options and whatnot. Got the music. The one thing you also noticed is when I loaded up the game, is there's no like high score mode. So some of the main modes from like the Arcade Archive series are not in this. Because I think it just focuses on, like I said, just the game, right? Yeah, so let me know in the comments below what's games you would like to see in console archives, because it opens a giant catalog of games now. You know, there's like already like a bunch of arcade archive stuff, but you know, there's only like so many arcade games. Where I feel like with console games, it's like, okay, the list is like way bigger now, right? Yeah, definitely probably gotta jump there. I said right now, like I said, Ridge Racer Type 4, because they've done a lot of Namco stuff in the past, Hamster. So. All right. Well, we passed the course. I think that's saving. Okay. So I'm gonna let this count down. We'll go to the menu. Okay, so let me actually bring up the list here since we're talking about the console archive because they've announced like 5 games I think right away. So let's just go to Hamster Console Archives. I guess we'll probably just go to their website. Okay, so Cool Borders, released by UEP Systems in 1996. It says for a 32-bit home console. It doesn't say which one it is. And then Ninja Gaiden 2 NES, which on Nintendo Switch is funny because this game, or Ninja Gaiden 2, is already on the NES through Nintendo Switch Online. Okay, so I'm looking. Okay, so as of right now, as of the recording of this video, the console archive games are only on Nintendo Switch 2 and PlayStation 5. Okay, so they're actually not on Steam or Xbox. Okay, I did not know that. Okay, so they just showed the ones that are announced. Okay, let's jump in here. Go for it. A console archives, because they announced a handful of games. I'm about to actually go back to the Nintendo Directs. I'm on their website right now. They just list the 2 that are out right now. Okay, so let me go to the Nintendo Direct here. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, so here we are. So I found the video from the Nintendo Direct. They did announce Arcade Archives 2 Rave Racer, which is out at the end of the month. I'll buy that. So console archives. So they so a Doraemon, it's that little blue guy from like anime and stuff. The NES game or a Famicom, Sonic Wing Special. I'm assuming that might be a Super Nintendo Sega Genesis game. They announced some other game. It doesn't say what the name of the game is. There's another game, and then the Cool Boards. Okay, so yeah, so there's a couple they announced. So okay. I thought I'd just mention those. All right. Here we go. I think I picked the expert stage, right? Sorry, I was kind of talking about the console archive stuff. Yeah, I'm really excited for this. I'm really curious to see what they announce. So I'm starting to think maybe they started doing this console archive stuff because at some point they're going to run out of the arcade archives, right? But to be fair, they have the Arcade Archives 2 series now. It's like, okay, so for the big popular games, they could do the Archives 2 like upgrade, right? Yeah, so I'm just kind of thinking about like PlayStation 1 games I'd like to see because Nintendo 64, it will be third party, so I was like basically all the N64 games that I like are already first party stuff. So, oh, what the hell? It also will be interesting for console archives if they do handheld games. You would assume that would fall into that category, right? So maybe there could be some like Game Boy, whatnot, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. I would assume that would fall under the console archives, banner series, or whatever you want to call it, handheld archives. Yeah, just let me know. Of course, I would love. It would be interesting if they would do like Crash Bandicoots, if Microsoft would let them do that. Because Microsoft is not going to do, because Microsoft technically owns the Crash Bandicoot IP now. And they should own all the rights and stuff to like the original PlayStation games, right? That Naughty Dog made, I think. Let me know in the comments below. But that would be interesting, right? We're not doing very good, am I? I think the Ladybugs is how many times I messed up, right? In the corner. That was like way harder. As you can tell, I'm doing very good. Spyro games. Like I said, it would be interesting if they would actually do that because it's Microsoft now. But I guess these games are not, as of right now, they're not releasing on Xbox. So I guess that'd be kind of awkward, right? I was gonna say, because like I said, Sony, they would do first party stuff. Like, it would be funny if they would do, like, Blasto. Like, no way Sony would ever re-release that, right? So Blasto, I think, would be a funny candidate. I suck at this game. This is hard. That's a fun game. The first cool borders. I think I'm trying to remember, like, the second one definitely has more involved. But like I said, I haven't played these games in forever. What, 96? It's 2026. What, 30 years ago this game released? That's so funny to think. 30, yeah, I guess it is, right? 30 years ago for this game. Yeah, and then this would be the 30-year anniversary of Nintendo 64. That's so I'm old. Can I retire? PlayStation 1, that was 94? 5? I always forget when the PlayStation, like, technically released. So it wasn't 96, right? I think it was 90. I should actually look that up. Always forget when the original. I'm actually going to win. Okay, surprisingly, I actually won. I actually made it. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I felt like I played pretty bad. Yeah, that's funny. And let me look that. When did the original PlayStation actually release? PlayStation. So back on topic for Namco, Klonoa, the original PlayStation Klonoa game. Just right now, like Namco is on the top of my mind. So that'd be cool to get like Tekken. Let's go to Wikipedia. Yeah, when did the original PlayStation come? I always forget when it technically released. Oh, not the Nintendo one. You know what I mean. 94, 95. 94. Oh, 94 in Japan. 95 in North America. Europe. Australia. And then 96, I think that's New Zealand. I'm just looking at Wikipedia. Yeah, 94 in Japan and then 95 in North America. That's where I live. Okay. All right, let's go back to the novels. All right, so let's see if we can actually start doing some tricks and stuff now. Dunk, dunk. Now loading. Okay. Cool borders. So as you can see, this game is very light. You got 3 stages. Alright, let's try like a different board. Oh, so I can't really do like tricks and stuff, right? So maybe let's just stick with this one. Okay, so this doesn't matter. Alright, I'll go with Phoenix. Yo, man, these PlayStation 1 graphics, man. They look so good. I was trying to remember when I got my PlayStation. It was a little later. Alright. Jump there. What do you have? And restart. Okay. Because yeah, so you use L and R, or no, R1 and R2 is like the default controls. Okay, we got 177 there. Oh crap! I'll say, is this like a half pipe? Can I take advantage of this? I kinda. I think I did something. Nice. Oh, I don't think I got anything there though. I'm gonna run out of time though. Shit, go. No. All right, we're kind of getting some points now. Kinda. So cool borders. Feels really weird playing cool borders on a Nintendo console. Not gonna lie. I guess Sony kind of doesn't care about their older catalog because, you know, remember last year, 2025, we got a new Hot Shots golf game, and that was on Nintendo. Oh, that's cool. How did I... Okay, we're getting some tricks. We're kind of doing okay now, I guess. So that, okay. That it jumped down in R2 and NX. I guess I'll talk in like PlayStation terms because it's a PlayStation game. Yeah, so once you like hold the jump button, then you're like locked in. Okay. 685. That seems okay. Nice. Like a world record? Yo, world record. Oh, I said, okay. Something exciting again. I want to watch the intro. I can put the FMVs are playing too, right? Yo, man, dude, I love like the early like 3D graphics like this and visuals, like silicon graphics and whatnot. Oh, that's it. Okay, I thought maybe it's more exciting snowboarding game. Heck yeah, this game's very exciting. Oh, I didn't mean to. No rewind this, is there? No, but I could probably save my high scores, right? All even shows like the block count. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, 15 blocks. Number of free blocks in the virtual minute. That's interesting. So one thing I noticed here, I'm gonna go back here real quick, is that it shows Studio Zon. So I wonder if they're the ones who might be doing like the PlayStation emulation for Hamster, maybe. I just noticed. I thought I'd point that out. Yeah, so we get our manual here. Grab. Okay. Do a quick eyeball of the manual. Oh, that's right. We got drift turn we can do. Core select. Board select. Freestyle. Stable, easy to use for beginners. Around Alpine. Character select. Yeah, no difference. The start boarders orientation is regular stance, left foot for male boarders, and goofy right foot for female. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, this is cool. Oh, so it shows you how to grab up and down. Okay, so that's up, or down, down. Okay. Okay, so the game actually just tells you how to do some of the tricks. That's nice. Ghost data. Time ranking, trick rating, total ranking. Notes on button settings. Also, the title does not support solo horizontal Joy-Con. Hamster. Okay, so that's cool. We didn't have to go there, but I just wanted to show the studio thing. So they might be having some help with the PlayStation stuff. Go for it. All right, I wanted to do the second stage again. Do advanced. I think I just like the freestyle ones. I'm trying to get some points. All right, I want to try to do chicks again. All right, I'll go female again. What outfits do we got? Let's say he kind of. Let's go, lady. Probably zip up. Yo, oh my gosh, look at those graphics. She's so sexy. Go PlayStation. Oh my gosh. Okay, so day one we have Tecmo. I'm trying to think of some like PlayStation Tecmo games. I say the very first Dead or Alive that was on PlayStation, right? That could be another console archive. Like I said, there's just so much possibilities now. So much. Like I said, I'm very excited for console archives. Like I said, I do like arcade archives, but I grew up on consoles, so to me, console archives is a bit more exciting. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm trying to do some tricks here. Trying to get some more points. We're not doing a good job. I fell. Woo. Yeah, so I think you have to hold grab and then you just do the directions. How will that work? I think if I were to buy this game back in the day, I think I'd be really mad. The cool borders would, just because it's probably a full price release, right? And there really is not much content in this game. three stages. You have a few different options on the boards. There you are. I got some tricks. That's about it. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure the second game has like way more stuff, right? But like I said, right click. Okay, where's the grab list? So it's just grab up, grab down, grab up, and grab down. Okay, that's it. Okay. Not many tricks there. So this game, you could definitely tell, is like way different compared to 1080, right? Because this game probably came out before 1080, right? Like when I'm playing this, like, okay, this feels more kind of like just a classic like arcade racer that you can kind of do tricks. Woo! Ah, fuck. Woo! Got a lot of points on that one though. Okay, I gotta remember. Yeah, hold square. I guess it'd be Y on Nintendo. Oh. Like every time you crash, there's like the ladybug. I guess I'm kind of covering a little bit, but yeah, on the bottom corner by my webcam, there's these ladybugs. There's a big ladybug right now. Yeah, my camera up here. Look at here. There you go. Now you guys can see it. My bad. I apologize. Every time I wipe out, it shows the ladybugs. Oh fuck. No. Well, I don't know if we got any score or not. We finished. All right. I haven't seen my name. Damn. All right, let's try the expert again. Try. But this time I actually want to go. I'm going to try to go fast. So we're going to do a fast board. Now loading. Go for it. Cool borders. All right, here we go. Expert. All right, so I'm going to do the fastest board in the game. Here it is. The fastest board in the game. This is going to go great. Try to get a world record. Yo, those graphics, man. No loading. All right, here we go. Let's try to go fast this time. All right, fastest board in the game. Oh god, look how fast! You can tell the holy shit. You can tell the difference. Okay, definitely gonna need to be doing my drift turn. You're going so fast. What the hell? Okay, I'm not really going for tricks. I just want to try to get it a good time. Holy shit. That's kind of the perfect game to play, I guess, today, because I think today is the first day of the Winter Olympics, 2026, I think. The 6th, right? Or opening ceremony, something. I think it starts today. I'm going backwards. Don't go backwards. No! Don't go backwards. That's all I don't care about points. It's not. I want to go fast. Pick up some speed here. Want you to jump, maybe? Oh, fuck. I've never been snowboarding in real life or skiing. I'd maybe try skiing. I think maybe that'd be slightly easier for me. Oh, maybe I'd be okay boarding. I don't know. I'd probably try it at least once, snowboarding. I don't know if I'd be good at it. Oh, shit. No. We've only crashed 3 times. We're doing okay so far. Oh, I'm not like picking up my speed. I was got like 140, I feel like. I just need to jump. Ah, shit. Oh, God. Go. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. I like the sound effect. Yeah, this game's still pretty cool. It's a very simple game. It's nothing too crazy, right? I think it's pretty cool. You know what would be a really funny game? They'd probably never release 2 Extreme on PlayStation. You guys ever play that? I think it was really weird. 2 Extreme and 3 Extreme. I bet nobody remembers those games. Definitely a game of the era. But I think that had ties in with the X games or some shit, right? So that probably will. Hopefully Hamster can work their magic and they can release all the games. I just think the likely ones are the Namco ones. To me, that seems the most likely. Eventually, Namco. Nice. All right. I don't know if that was faster than my last time. I don't know. I crashed 5 times. JJ64. Not on the board. Dang, I stink. You get the best record now. First section. All right, I'm going to save here. I think we're going to call it there for today. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed some cool Borders console archives on Nintendo Switch 2. So this game, it's a pretty simple game. It's nothing too crazy. So I think this is a okay start to console archives, right? Just to show, you know, a simple game, show that they can do PlayStation games for this series, which is cool. Where I can, let's go to the sound music. Oh gosh. I need to crank it, make it louder. All right, let's see here. Okay. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed some cool Borders on Nintendo Switch 2. So, like I said, I'm very excited for console archives. I'm really curious to see what they're going to do after their initial games. Because their initial games are pretty simple games. But like I said, I just want to see what they're going to do. Mostly on the PlayStation side of things. I think right now, to me, that'd be the more interesting things. But they're doing that, was it Doraemon or whatever? Like I said, it's that little like blue guy that's been around since the dawn of time. It's like, okay, so they're actually doing a licensed game. It's like, okay. So that'd be funny if we get like that Super Famicom Transformers game or some shit like that. That game's garbage. Yeah, I don't. The console archives being around, just kind of endless possibilities, right? So I'm really curious. See what they do. I think that, to me, Namco stuff seems pretty safe to guess because, like I said, there's a lot of Namco arcade archives stuff already. Like I said, Rave Racer, the arcade game, is out at the end of this month as a recording of this video. So, but yeah, let me know in the comments below what console games you would like to see. So, like I said, they got PlayStation here, and then we have NES as well. It's like, okay, so games between the NES to PlayStation 1 from those era of consoles. So, and then, like I said, about handheld, I'm curious if they're going to do handheld games as well. So, which I think they should. I think that'd be cool. But yeah, that's it for me. Let me know everything in the comments below. I'm really curious to see what you would be looking forward to. But that's it for me. If you're new to the channel and you would like to help support, like the video, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell icon so you will know when new videos are out. And if you'd like to check out more Nintendo Switch 2 videos, I do have a Nintendo Switch 2 playlist in the description below if you'd like to check it out. That is it for me, everyone. So have a great day. Take it easy, and I'll catch everyone next time.